In 2005, a 12-year-old girl in Ethiopia was kidnapped by men who wanted to force her into marriage. She was beaten and held captive for a week in the wilderness. When police finally found her, she was surrounded by 3 lions. The lions had chased away her kidnappers and stood guard over the girl for at least half a day. When the officers arrived, the massive cats quietly walked back into the forest, as if they knew help had finally come. Experts believe the lions may have spared her because her cries resembled the mewing of a lion cub. Today, we're sharing real stories of animals that saved human lives, from dolphins protecting swimmers from sharks to a pig that played dead to get help. These aren't fairy tales. These are documented cases that prove the bond between humans and animals is deeper than we ever imagined. Story 1. The Dolphin Guardians. Let's start in the ocean, because dolphins have been saving humans for thousands of years. In 2004, off the coast of New Zealand, lifeguard Rob Howes was swimming with his family when something strange happened. A pod of dolphins suddenly surrounded them, swimming in tight circles and acting erratically. Mr. Howes realized the dolphins were herding his family closer together. That's when he noticed a great white shark nearby. The shark was stalking them. But the dolphins kept splashing, creating a protective barrier until the shark finally left. The Howes family survived because wild dolphins, animals they'd never met, chose to protect them. And this isn't the only story. In 2002, Australian fisherman Grant Dixon's boat sank off the coast of Queensland. He was cut and bleeding heavily, holding onto an overturned dinghy, unable to flip it over. Sharks could smell the blood. But a pod of dolphins surrounded him, keeping the sharks at bay until rescue arrived. Then there's Ivan Vladislavich. After her ship sank off the coast of Mozambique, she was forced to swim 25 miles to shore. The waters were teeming with sharks, and she had cut her foot and was bleeding. She claims that 2 dolphins came to her rescue and protected her from shark attacks until she reached safety atop a buoy. The dolphins even helped her stay afloat when she felt weak. Scientists don't fully understand why dolphins save humans. Some believe dolphins help humans because they care about them, using their echolocation to hear heartbeats and realize when a person is helpless. Others think it's similar to how dolphins help injured members of their own pods. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: dolphins have been rescuing humans intentionally, without being trained. Story 2. The Gorilla with a Mother's Heart. In 1996, at Brookfield Zoo in Illinois, a 3-year-old boy climbed over a railing and fell 18 feet into the gorilla enclosure. The crowd watched in horror. The child was unconscious. And standing nearby was Binti Jua, a female gorilla weighing 350 pounds. Binti Jua picked up the unconscious child, cradled him gently in her arms, and carried him to the exhibit entrance where zookeepers could retrieve him. She even kept other gorillas away from the boy. The child survived with a broken hand and a few cuts. But he would have died without Binti Jua's intervention. Here's the remarkable part: Binti Jua had her own infant clinging to her back the entire time. While protecting her own baby, she chose to protect a human child too. Binti's maternal actions highlighted the empathetic capabilities of animals. Story 3. The heroic pig named Lulu. Not all heroes wear capes. Some have curly tails. In 1998, Joanne Altsman was home alone in Pennsylvania when she suffered a heart attack. She collapsed on the floor, unable to move or call for help. Her pet pig, Lulu, sprang into action. The pig raced out of the doggy door, which was too small for her, and scraped her belly as she passed. She then ran out into the road and played dead. Lulu went back to check on Altsman twice, each time worsening her belly wounds. Finally, a motorist stopped to check on the pig lying in the road. Lulu led him straight to the house. Altsman survived after emergency heart surgery. Lulu's intelligence and determination saved her owner's life, even though it meant injuring herself in the process. Story 4. The dog WHO wouldn't give up. In 2012, during a brutal Michigan winter, Bob slipped on ice in his backyard and broke his neck. He couldn't move. The temperature was below freezing. His golden retriever, Kelsey, found him lying in the snow. She lay on Bob to keep him warm and barked incessantly for hours, until help finally arrived. Bob was outside for 19 hours in temperatures that dropped to 24 degrees below zero. Doctors said he would have died from hypothermia without Kelsey. She used her body heat to keep him alive and her voice to call for help, for nearly an entire day. And then there's the story of Figo, a service dog in New York. In 2012, his owner, a visually impaired woman, fainted on a train track. With impeccable timing and placing itself in harm's way, Figo managed to pull her from the track, sustaining some injuries in the process. Dogs don't just love us. They'll die trying to save us. Story 5. The beluga whale WHO knew. In 2009, at a free diving competition in Harbin, China, diver Yang Yun descended into frigid water for a breath-holding contest. But something went wrong. The icy water caused her legs to cramp. She couldn't swim back up. Yang Yun was drowning. A beluga whale named Mila exhibited exceptional awareness and response. When the diver was crippled by icy water and failed to ascend, Mila swiftly nudged the diver to the surface, saving her from drowning. Yang Yun later said she felt Mila gently push her leg with her nose, propelling her toward the surface. Without that intervention, she would have died. This wasn't a trained rescue behavior. Mila simply understood that a human was in danger, and chose to help. Story 6. The Chihuahua versus the rattlesnake. Size doesn't determine courage. In Colorado, 1-year-old Booker West was playing in his grandparents' backyard under adult supervision. A rattlesnake, hidden in the grass, slithered up and lunged at the toddler. Sensing the danger, pet Chihuahua Zoe jumped between the child and the snake, taking the brunt of the attack. The tiny dog was bitten multiple times. She survived after treatment, and so did Booker, who never even realized he was in danger. A 5-pound Chihuahua took on a venomous snake to protect a child. That's not just instinct. That's heroism. From the Ethiopian wilderness where lions protected a kidnapped girl, to the ocean depths where dolphins form protective barriers against sharks, to backyards where dogs and even pigs risk everything to save their humans, these stories prove something profound. Animals aren't just companions. They're capable of empathy, courage, and selflessness that rivals our own. Scientists still debate why dolphins save humans from sharks. Why a gorilla would cradle a human child. Why a pig would injure herself to get help for her owner. Some say it's instinct. Others believe it's something deeper, a recognition that we're all vulnerable creatures in a dangerous world, deserving of protection. Animals don't get enough credit for how intelligent, perceptive, and caring they can be. These stories remind us that the bond between humans and animals is real, powerful, and sometimes, literally, life-saving. The next time you see a dolphin, a dog, or even a pig, remember, you're looking at a potential hero. Which story amazed you the most? Do you have your own story of an animal saving a life? Share it in the comments. And if these stories moved you, subscribe for more incredible tales from the animal kingdom.